Today we will be looking at the SH Figuarts Son Goku superhero action figure. If you are wondering why I'm not on my desk, it is because it is being cleaned off, so we are just going to be doing the unboxing here. Don't worry, I'll get my normal setup soon enough. This is the second Goku figure I have purchased so far, so I am pretty interested to see how this one stands up to the other older one. Alright, here he is. He looks straight out of the movie. They did I already have the Gohan one, and that one is a almost perfect figure on its own. So I really hope the rest of this superhero line is just as good. Here he is. Wow. Okay. He's definitely, yeah, he is a sturdy boy. I really like the design here and the shading. It's okay. Yeah, anyways, we'll get into the figure review right now. Alright, with Son Goku outside of the box, other than his accessories, which we'll go over in a minute, he does come with some papers. The first one being an advertisement for Premium Bandai.
Goku?
But we also have an instruction manual, which not a lot of the recent figures come with this. A lot of them come with the instructions. I can't read that. A lot of them have the instructions printed inside the boxes now. So this is kind of an outdated feature that not a lot of characters have. Something that is a little concerning is that this says warning may rub off. Good to know, I guess. So this is what Goku looks like outside of the packaging. My second Goku figure, one of the first Dragon Ball figures from SHF and Dragon Ball figures in general I've had. I feel like this Goku is a major improvement over the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, which I considered buying, but I did not ultimately end up on doing so. Specifically because of two reasons. First of all, this is a 3.0 figure with the new updated modern technology and articulation. The second thing was the shading on this guy is magnificent. I love the color scheme here. So the first thing we'll look at is appearance. This is the base face that he comes with. This is the one you get outside of the box. It looks great. It looks like Goku to me. I can tell it's also specifically modeled from Superhero. And then going down, you can kind of see where the shading starts on his gi, the orange gi, I believe is what it's called. And then moving down, we have the dark blue belt, his wristbands, the skin tone. It looks very good. I know it's a little different from other Goku figures, which makes head swapping a little difficult, but I prefer this skin mold. And then as you get down the legs, you can see going down the leg, it gets a lot more bright orange. It goes from like light orange, not tan necessarily, but light to dark. You can see the shading. And then on his boots, the classic Goku drip. The biggest thing that this figure introduces, though, is the shading and the newer and I think more accurate skin tone. I just think it looks a lot nicer. Okay, now we'll move on to articulation. So we'll start with the head and then go down. So the neck is a little bit articulated with the head. He can look down, I'd say about that much. Look up, that's not very good. He doesn't really look up all that much, and that's because the neck kind of stops right here. These shoulder pads, you can move after, like they're on a little, I think, ball hinge on the back or something. You can articulate them with the arm. So arms move up. It's a little tight. Shoulders pads kind of get in the way of the T-pose. This is about as far as I can get them to go without forcing anything. You can see the butterfly joint. Does it extend very far? No, again, it's still kind of trapped. Double jointed elbows. Hands are on a ball hinge. Decent articulation in the arms. Shoulder pads kind of get in the way. This belt piece moves. You can kind of mess with the belt around a little bit. You could probably spin it quite a bit. I'm not going to, but yeah, this is articulated, so if you want to get some dynamic wind shots, you definitely could. That looks really bad, but you understand my point. And then moving down to the legs, they're kind of loose. I think without forcing it or getting it to snap off, which does kind of happen a little bit with this figure, more so than others. I would say it moves up about that much, moves back a lot. Double bend at the knees. So, I mean, that doesn't, I wouldn't do it to that extent because that looks a little goofy. Foot, you can bend. It's also on a little swivel, can go 360. But yeah, articulation is pretty standard for a $35 SHF from what I can tell. And I mean, it's Goku. It's probably a mix of recycled parts from other figures. With standard release figures that are 30 bucks, 35 bucks, you're gonna get some quality control issues. That goes without saying. For the figure that he is, it gets the job done. It is a little bit difficult to get him to stand because of the leg shakiness, but it's doable and I can live with it. Moving on to accessories, we'll start with putting all of his faceplates on first. He has 4, including the one he's wearing right now. So to get the faceplate off, it's pretty simple. You just pop off the head as so. There's instructions on how to do this I showed earlier. You just pop up the hair, pop off the face, there. And then there you go. I'm not gonna do that every time with every single face, don't worry. I just wanted to demonstrate that. But yeah, this face I think is kind of a waste of a face. It's literally just this look. Sorry, my fingers. But it's just this look glaring to the side. I really think they could have made something more unique here. I've heard some people say it's a little bit iffy. For me, it doesn't look terrible, but I just think we could have got better. Here's Goku with his kind of angry, shouting, blasting face, whatever you want it to be. It's multi-purposeful. I think I just made up a word. But, you know, I'd say it looks really good. It looks like Goku. I don't have any complaints with this. This face right here embodies Goku perfectly to me. I love this face. The worried, shocked expression. It's so funny to me. This face is amazing. And so including the hands that he comes with, he has 4 sets of hands along with an instant transmission hand. Swap the hands out. It's pretty simple. You pop off the one here. You have to use a little bit of force. That's the ball peg. Sometimes it doesn't always pop, which is kind of annoying. And then there you go. So moving on to the other hands, obviously he came with the fisted hands. Comes with his kind of fighting claw hands that he always does. Some Kamehameha or grabbing hands, you know, put them together. You can get him to make him look like he's charging up. And then some blast hands, or if you're like me, these are like panicking hands. Be like, no, no, don't shoot.
This is for everyone you've killed! Ain't lead, murderer! Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
On the left, we have Superhero Vegeta. The review on him shall be coming soon. And then on the right, we have the full power Super Saiyan Son Goku figure, which I know I'm a little bit late to. It is an older figure, but I'm still going to do a review on it because they are making another legendary Super Saiyan Goku figure, and I kind of want to talk about this one a little bit. And as you can see, the flesh tones are a little bit different between these two Gokus. If it's not obvious enough, I can do a little head swap to kind of show what I'm referring to. Alright, so as you can see, the older figure has a lot more yellowishness to the skin tone. It's not super obvious when you put the old head on the new body. Like, if you look at the head and then compare it to the neck, yeah, you do see a little bit of the yellowness in that figure. I think it's a lot more prevalent, though, if you put the base head on the old figure body. Like, it's not... It's not pretty, man. I think it's about the same situation for other Goku heads that are older. Again, it doesn't look too terrible when it's the old head on the new body, but it's still like, it's still hard to hide that. Comparison out of the way, let's get on to the final thoughts of the review. Alright, so using my incredibly biased rating system for figures with 5 main categories that I also created that are also extremely biased, so if you disagree with me, I'm sorry. This is just my opinion and my review. For appearance, I'm gonna give this figure a 2 out of 2. The shading is one of the major things that made this figure catch my eye. I think it looks really great, and I think it's good for posing, lighting. I don't think you're gonna have any issue with any of those things. And yeah, it looks like Goku, so I don't have any complaints there. Articulation, I'm going to give him a 1.5 out of 2. It's nothing bad. It's nothing incredibly terrible. it's just nothing super great either. There is a bit of a wobble in the legs, as I mentioned, which can make it a little difficult for him to stand up. It might mean that he slips a little bit sometimes when you're getting with the legs. It's nothing too bad. It's not the worst that I've seen. Accessories, I'm gonna give also a 1.5 out of 2. It's nothing bad. It comes with a lot of faces, and 3 of them I think are really good. The hands are about what you kind of expect. It's nothing too crazy, nothing we haven't seen before. And that leads me into value for money, which is a 2 out of 2. I don't think this figure is trying to scam you or anything. There's nothing too crazy advertised about this figure. It's just another Goku. Personal enjoyment, the final category, me, biased. I'm gonna give a 2 out of 2. I don't really have any major complaints with this Goku. Again, it's just the legs. I don't really care that much about it though. I can still get him to do, for the most part, what I want. And I like Goku. I enjoy this figure. I'm glad I picked him up. Yeah, so totaling all of this up, we have 3 2s and 2 1.5s, which adds up to a 9 out of 10 figure. I don't think this figure is like perfect. It's a 9 out of 10 because it is exactly as advertised. If you guys enjoyed this review, please let me know with a like or a comment. If you didn't enjoy this review, please tell me what I did wrong or what I said was stupid. I'm not super knowledgeable on action figures. I just kind of got into them this year. So if you guys could correct me on things I might say that are incorrect, that would mean a lot, and it would help the people who are watching my reviews to be better informed. I'm learning, and so I want to learn kind of through this channel. That's essentially why I made it. If you guys want me to collect more Dragon Ball figures, if you have any recommendations, let me know. I am going to review the rest of the superhero line soon enough. I also collect the Naruto line from SH Figuarts. I'm kind of just considering sticking to those 2, maybe doing the Jujutsu Kaisen line, I don't know. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!